Hello, in EASL International GCSE English as a Second Language. In this lesson, you will find mistakes in given sentences and correct them. Chapter 2, Relationships. Exercise 3, page 18. There are mistakes in each of these sentences. Find the mistakes and correct them. In this exercise, as we have read, there are sentences from A to J, and in each sentence there is a mistake. You have to find the mistake and correct it. Let's read sentence A together. We will find the mistake and correct it. I'm seeing my grandmother at least once a month. In the sentence, we have once a month. We know that once a month is one of the time keys for the present simple tense. So, the mistake is in the verb I'm seeing because it is in the present continuous. We have to write the verb in the present simple in order to be correct. If the subject in the sentence is I, then the verb has to be in its base form, which is see. I see my grandmother at least once a month. This is the correct sentence. Now let's together look at the mistakes and correct them. Let's go to the second sentence. B. We'll phone home when we'll get to the hotel. In the sentence, the word which helps us to find the mistake is when. We previously said that when we have a sentence that has when and the sentence refers to something in the future, the verb of the sentence must be written in the simple form. So, when we look at the verb in the sentence, which is will get, we can see that it is in the future. So, the mistake is in the verb and we should change it from the future form to the simple present. So, we write get. We'll phone home when we get to the hotel. C. I hate the way his girlfriend often replies for him. In this sentence, the mistake is also in the verb replies. However, the mistake is not in the form of the verb. The mistake is in the spelling. Reply. When the verb ends with y and it has a consonant preceding it, the y changes into I and we add es, so it becomes replies. R-E-P-L-I-E-S. I hate the way his girlfriend often replies for him. Now let's go to D. Grandparents aren't usually living with their families in this country. As we could see, usually here is a time key for present simple tense. And the verb here is aren't living. It's in the present continuous tense. So, we should change it to present simple tense. And because we have grandparents plural, so the verb should be in the present simple tense in the base form of the verb. Grandparents usually live. Now let's go to E. Your brother doesn't need to wait for us. The mistake is in doesn't. Doesn't is not written like that. It's not SE, it's ES. Does and not does. So to correct it, we should change the or exchange the ES. Your brother doesn't need to wait for us. Now let's go to F. I'm really liking Mike's cousin. The mistake in the sentence is liking because the verb like is a state verb. We know that a state verb cannot be in the progressive form. It has to be in the simple form. So we have to remove the am and the ing to end up with only like. I really like Mike's cousin. G. The average number of children per family fails. This sentence is talking about something that is changing because the number of children per family was large and now it is decreasing. So, when we talk about something that is changing, the verb has to be in the present continuous form. So, falls is incorrect and we should write it is falling. The number of children is falling. H. H. He do like you, but he's just very shy. The mistake here is do, because the subject he takes does in the simple present and not do. So the sentence will be, he does like you, but he's just very shy. Remember that does is used in this sentence for emphasis. I'm promising that I'll try to get on with your parents, but it's not easy. The mistake here is I'm promising. As we know, I'm promising, or the verb promise, is a state verb. It shouldn't be in the progressive form, it should be in the simple form. So the correct sentence will be, I promise that I'll try. J. At last my sister is beginning to enjoy her new job. The mistake here is in spelling the word beginning or the verb beginning. We have to know that the rule says if the verb ends with a consonant, a vowel and a consonant, C plus V plus C, we double the last consonant and add the ing as we did here in the word or the verb begin. So it will be beginning with double N and we add the ing. Now we have just solved exercise number 3.